Happy Monday, y'all, and greetings from the Outer Banks of North Carolina. This is a first for me doing Walk with Winston on the beach here in Kitty Hawk, and it is a beautiful sunrise behind me this morning. You can see it just beginning to peek out from behind the clouds. Oh, what a weekend this has been. I am privileged to be able to work from a variety of locations, and the early part of this week I get to be here in North Carolina celebrating my dad's 82nd birthday, and that is tomorrow, but a lot of the festivities began over the weekend. We had my sister, her husband, my two nephews and loved ones were all here to celebrate Dad's birthday yesterday in fine fashion with a cookout and a game of spoons and lots of fun just to be together with family. And then it's just been wonderful to spend extra time with my sister. She's such an inspiration to me. She has lived a life that I really admire and envy in lots of ways, because while I have been the sheep who had left the flock, and the moment I graduated from college, moved 700 miles away, she has put down deep and sturdy roots here back home and has a wonderful support network and group of friends that she counts on, and they count on her. So to spend she was with me on the Friday morning walk, and then we took a nice walk again yesterday. Just a blessing to be able to spend that time with her. And then on Saturday, I had kind of a mini reunion with two high school friends who, one, Pam, who went to walk with me, and then Robin and Pam and I spent some time catching up after our walk, and really got to know a lot about our lives since graduating high school a few years ago. So just full of gratitude for those connections that you can make, and how rich and meaningful connections are in your life. So, the other day on my Saturday walk, when I was talking about, making sure that we reconnect and hug the people we love, it's coming out of that place of gratitude for the people in my life who've invested so much into me. So, happy Monday again, y'all. So today's topic is around fear. So what holds us from our transformation? What holds us back from our transformation? And I can just speak from my own personal experience in that a lot of times what holds me back is the fear of the unknown, a fear of failure, a fear of my expectations not being met, a whole variety of things. So is fear part of the reason why you're not making more progress in your transformation? I'd ask us to think about that today. So what is fear? I've heard some great acronyms about fear, memes of fear in the past. False evidence appearing real is one. Let's see, what are other ones? Oh shoot, well, they'll come to me here in a minute. But, a lot of what we fear is just an illusion. It's not something that actually will come to pass. And how come we let that false evidence appearing real derail our dreams? Well, I've heard that faith and fear cannot coexist. And so, when we are facing a big decision, it's so easy for us to gravitate to the worst possible conclusions. So if I begin to take these steps, towards my dreams. I'm going to let go of certain things today that I know in pursuit of something else I believe that would be better for me. And so we can get so debilitated by that level of uncertainty. And fundamentally, fear plays to our sense of uncertainty in our lives. Sometimes we feel like it's more secure to stay where we are, where we know we're in pain or in misery, than to let go of that and pursue something that has the potential of being life-changing in our lives. I'm comforted by the fact that the Bible references "be not afraid" and "do not fear" 365 times. That's one per every day. And as we pursue our dreams and our transformation, we have to let go. We have to let go of those past habits, those behaviors, those steps that have yielded us the results that we are in today. And so in my own health journey, there is this threshold that I hit sometimes where I make really good progress. I see that I'm stepping into some results that I'm starting to get momentum. And then all of a sudden, I'll sabotage it. And I will take 2 steps back. It feels like, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And so what is behind that? A lot of times it's the fear of that new life and what that means when I'll no longer have the weight as protection. For me, my weight journey really began, my health issues really began with a series of bullying incidents when I was a kid. And I just willed myself to become big and to fill my daddy's t-shirt so those neighborhood kids would not bully me anymore. Well, I went well past that. And that mindset of having weight on to protect myself served me well when I was a kid and being bullied, but it doesn't serve me well as an adult today. I don't need weight for protection. I don't need to protect myself from bullies or others in that same way. And so understanding those feelings and understanding those triggers is really one of the best ways for me to begin to unwind that connection between weight and protection. I don't have to fear those bullies anymore, and I don't have to overeat to get that sense of relief from those kinds of things. So I think there's so many unconscious and maybe even conscious mindsets that we have that we use as buffers to not feel fear, not process fear, and to not see fear for the lie that it is. And so my encouragement today is perhaps you are feeling stuck, frustrated, that you're not stepping into that transformation that you've dreamed about and experienced. And I'd urge you to consider whether there are any emotional blocks, any hidden fears that are holding you back, and to explore those and to actually experience them. A feeling that's unprocessed seems to only get bigger and more intimidating. And yet, if we'll process the feelings and let them flow through us, sometimes we see them for what they are. Yes, it was useful at a time, and maybe it was a great metaphor that protected us. at a time long ago. But those are not our realities today. And we have a lot of better tools. We have way more tools today. We have better experiences to help us overcome these challenges, and we can draw upon those instead of the old habits that have kept us stuck in our rut for a long, long time. I love that faith and fear can't coexist. And so as I step faithfully into a new future, I can banish those fears and to see them for what they really are, which in many cases are just lies. So as you imagine your transformation and what you're striving for in your life, examine those beliefs, maybe those fears that are holding you back from being the best version of you that you can be. Something I'm definitely exploring on my walk along the beach this morning, taking some time to really think about the causes of those sabotaging behaviors that hold me back from being the best expression that God intended me to be. So with that kind of somber beginning to our week, I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow here from Kitty Hawk.